Kipto, KTN News, Nairobi.
To education matters now. Despite the rollout of the junior secondary school calendar early this week, not much is happening in public schools in as far as grade 7 learners are concerned, even as private schools appear to have hit the ground running. Now, ahead of admissions, the Teacher Service Commission had promised to deploy at least one teacher per public junior secondary school. Yet 4 days on, the teachers are yet to arrive, with many schools still waiting for textbooks and other learning material. Shadrach Miti with that story.
On Monday, when junior secondary admissions for over 1.2 million learners began in more than 20,000 schools across the country, there was joy and anticipation. But that could be turning into anxiety and confusion, especially in public schools, which are yet to begin learning. The Teacher Service Commission is expected to deploy teachers in all public junior secondary schools. And although some schools already have graduate teachers ready to take over junior secondary, many other schools are still in the dark and can only move forward when the TSC deploys teachers.
We are yet to receive teachers from the government. Tentatively, we are using our own teachers who advance their studies. The lesson has kicked on. We have received the books from the government.
Public junior secondary schools are grappling with financial, logistical, infrastructural and staffing challenges, and it might take some time before learning effectively takes shape. The TSC has requested primary school teachers who have the required qualifications and are willing to be deployed to junior secondary school to apply by February 6th. The government is also expected to establish laboratories and more classrooms. And on this front, learners in public schools are largely disadvantaged, while their counterparts in private schools continue learning uninterrupted. At Harvest View Academy in Embakasi, for instance, classes have already started, with learners getting the first opportunity to interact with science laboratory.
Today I was taking them through what is required in the laboratory, so that they become aware of what is supposed to be done once they step inside the laboratory.
We used to get the updates of requirements from the ministry and we made them ready. So ours is on. The lessons today, we were taking them through the number of learning areas they expect, the items which are in the lab, and the safety precautions that they should take place. We've just taken them through the expectations of the class.
A number of schools have received textbooks procured directly by the government from various contracted publishers, but many more are still waiting. Many public junior secondary teachers who spoke to us in confidence said the sluggish rollout of junior secondary is attributed to delayed communication and lack of guidelines and direction from the government, sentiments shared by private schools.
The challenge has been the information came a bit later, and people were supposed to work within very short timeline to make decisions, certain decisions. And when it comes to the population and in terms of looking at the public schools and the private schools, you realize that private schools are advantaged because we have facilities. We have some of these facilities. We have enough rooms. We have enough equipment.
Meanwhile, the slow start to junior secondary rollout has also been occasioned by many learners still moving around looking for alternative schools.
Some have not reported, but a good number have reported. Out of 274 that sat here, there are caps here. So far, so good. We have 262.
The government is expected to complete distributing textbooks to all public junior secondary by 17th February. And given how critical the books are in terms of curriculum delivery, it means majority of learners in public schools will delay their studies. Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
Well, KTN Prime takes its first break. We'll have a lot more after this. Don't go away.